Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your reading for April 2020. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, welcome. It's very nice to meet you. And if you're returning, what's up, guys? So this is going to be a general reading for your month of April 2020. Please keep in mind that time is an illusion and energies are fluid. So just because this is dated for the month of April 2020, it does not absolutely mean that it has to resonate for you at that time. Whenever you're guided to watch this reading and it resonates for you, then that's the message for you at that moment. Also keep in mind that this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. For my cross watchers out there that are watching for a Libran, hello. For the cross watchers out there that are watching for a Libran, keep in mind that I am going to be speaking directly to the sign of Libra. But if what I'm saying for Libra resonates for your side of the equation, then take it as it resonates. Yeah. But also don't try to fit anything into anywhere that it doesn't necessarily naturally fit. Okay. So for those of you, hey, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Hi, Sam. So for those of you that are here live, I apologize. I was trying to get to this an hour earlier today, but I had to make a Trader Joe's run and I knew it was going to take some time, but it ended up being a little more delayed than I had hoped. So here we are an hour later. We're going to get into this. So for this, I'm going to do just your general energy reading for the month. Afterwards, I'm going to go into your love reading for the month, which will be able to be viewed over on Patreon. I also understand that my timing for starting my Patreon page is a little off, given the circumstances that we're all under right now economically. I promise you, I did not do that on purpose, but it literally was, at least in terms of my own personal timeline, now was the right time to do it because now I am ready. I have the energetic space and time to really devote more to people that would be paying for that type of subscription. So now is the time to get it going. It's there. If you can't afford it right now, don't worry. I totally understand. No love lost. Absolutely no love lost. It'll be there when things get better. Okay. So don't worry. All right. Yes, this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, but also you could watch this for anywhere that Libra falls into your chart. So maybe if it's a certain house that you're kind of looking for information on, you may be able to find information on it in this reading. Yeah. All right, kids. So with that said, let's just get straight to it. Hi, Spirit. Please make me a clear channel for all Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Please bring forward the best messages to serve your highest good, their highest good, and the highest good of all involved for the month of April 2020. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right, Libra. So interestingly enough, while I was just praying and connecting to your energy, I was hearing that Libra energy is strong, vibrant, powerful, classy, sexy, exuberant. I kind of feel like maybe during this time period of like the whole coronavirus pandemic or just in life in general, I'm hearing that you're kind of like the life of the party, or at least you are attempting to keep things somewhat lighthearted. And if that is where you find yourself right now, kudos to you. It's definitely needed. It's definitely necessary. So even if there are some people around you that are kind of giving you some shit for it, don't listen to them. That's just their own, that's just them working through their own negative feelings or challenging situations, feelings, circumstances, whatnot, whatever. I'm well, thank you. Thank you guys for being here. Now, I understand, I'm also picking up that for some of you, this lighthearted energy is kind of feeling like a duty to you, especially since Libra is a sign of balance. And you guys often find yourselves in situations where you're just trying to keep the peace, trying to keep the balance. I totally understand. But also keep in mind, yes, but also keep in mind that this isn't necessarily all your responsibility. All right. Continue to do what you can, especially if it just feels like it's in the right vibe for you. But also keep in mind that, again, it's not necessarily all your responsibility to make sure everyone is of high spirits. Okay. Also, you know, you have got to make sure that you keep some of that high vibe energy for yourself. Right. Okay, Libra, I'm going to give this one more shuffle and then we will see what we've got for you. Yeah. All right, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's going on for you? What messages do we have for you for the month of April 2020? Okay, well, we have some pretty interesting cards so far. One good one, though. You do have blossoming abundance here, but you also have that with deceit and anxiety. So, and I want to take that card too. All right. So let's get two more for you, Libra. So already what I'm feeling here is I feel like you are in a really good place, Libra. With card number 11 of cornucopia at the bottom of the deck. Okay. To those of you that are here live, thank you so much. I really hope you're appreciating this and I appreciate you being here. Please go ahead and make sure that you smash that like button for me. Yeah. And if you guys would like to get more updates on when I'm going live, make sure to subscribe for sure, but then also hit the bell icon and make sure you select all notifications so that you get notified every time I go live, just so that you don't miss anything that you may want to see. Okay. Okay, so Libra, I feel like you're in a really good place energetically, emotionally, and even physically. Okay, you do have this card of blossoming abundance here, which is beautiful. Keep doing whatever it is that you're doing that's working on allowing you to develop new revenue streams for yourself, a new career path for yourself, or whatever this blossoming abundance is. For some of you, I do feel like it is, in fact, love that is blossoming here for you, but that comes directly from your inner sense of self-love. Okay, but then with that blossoming abundance, you do have deceit and anxiety. Now, this could be your energy here of anxiety. I totally get that. But then when it comes to this deceit energy, I don't really feel like that's you. If it is you, I'm just getting the fact that maybe this is because deceit can be very much a Seven of Swords energy. And even the Seven of Swords doesn't always have to be that bad. It could be just that you are keeping some things to yourself. You're keeping your cards close to your chest. So if you are in this high vibe energy, I don't feel like you're being deceitful with intentions of really trying to get over on anyone. I do feel like some of you are kind of keeping whatever this energy is developing for you, cornucopia and blossoming abundance. I feel like you're keeping your methods or even your process, not your process, your methods, which would be the same as your process, or maybe your progress, the developments of what it is you're doing, what it is you're going through. I feel like you're keeping that to yourself. But then on the other hand, Libra, I feel like there are other people around you that are not as much on your side as they may be saying they are. Now, you could be aware of this in some cases with anxiety, but also I feel like this is the anxiety of other people. And I kind of really feel like people are watching you survive and even thrive in whatever it is you're going through right now. And they're kind of sitting around wondering why. And they may be coming forward to you, trying to butter up or trying to butter you up or get a little close to you and say, hey, what's going on over here? What you got going on? It's like, skirt. I'm keeping that to myself, because I don't really feel like they're trying to help you. I feel like they're trying to sabotage you. And even under this cornucopia card, which is at the bottom of the deck, you do have hostilities. Okay. So that, and the hostilities card can be seen as kind of like a Five of Swords energy. Okay. So just keep that in mind. Keep your cards close to yourself. Keep your plans, unless something is actually happening, like it's literally in the process of going through, I wouldn't really talk about it too much. Okay. Now at the bottom, or not at the bottom, in the next row for you here, we do have appreciation, action, and Goddess of the Moon. And Goddess of the Moon is very much an intuitive card. The Goddess of the Moon speaks to trusting your intuition, kind of having faith, trying to move forward without, I'm hearing moving forward in somewhat of a blind spot. And that blind spot really could just be the physical manifestation of you being in a new level, or you moving in a new direction, you going on a new career path, a new creative path, a new romantic path, something like that. You're kind of in a little bit of a blind spot, but that's that's okay, because what I'm hearing from spirit is that this is necessary because it's adding to your personal growth and development. For a lot of you, I really do feel like this has to do with your career, finances, a career path or something like that. And you really just need to keep moving forward and keep moving. Well, yeah, absolutely. Keep moving forward with action, but also make sure that you're holding a level or an energy of appreciation for all that is, all that has been, and all that has yet to be. I'm getting a very strong energy of maybe you are just in this very grateful energy, and that is absolutely perfect. That is exactly where you need to be. But also, that is kind of a reminder to make sure that you keep yourself in that space as much as humanly possible, because that is going to add to the abundant flow. And you know what? I don't even want to say add. I guess you could say it adds to the abundant flow, but the way I'm seeing it, it kind of just continues to perpetuate it, because this infinite abundant flow is well, yeah, look at that, blossoming abundance. I forgot that was there. But this infinite abundant flow is always around for us, is always acceptable to us. It's very much like a water valve where you can turn it on completely and have it going full blast, or you can turn it to varying degrees of blockage or disruption as you turn it back off. Okay, so staying in that space of gratitude as much as you can is going to help keep that valve of abundance open for 11 as much as it can be, as much as humanly or physically or even universally possible. Okay, excellent, Libra. This feels good for you so far, I'm not gonna lie. So let's start clarifying a little bit. Yeah, and we're going to start with the tarot. And I actually want to start talking about this deceit energy. So what is this deceit energy here for my Libras? One last shuffle for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, or even really whatever other placement resonates with you. Yeah? All right, let's talk about deceit. So why is deceit here for my Libras? Why is deceit here? Oh, y'all, look, the Five of Swords just came flying out and it flipped upside down. So it's in reverse here. But what I get with this, Libra, is that you are not trying to entertain any of this backstabbing, tomfoolery, fucking fuckery type energy. All right. And it's very much an every man for him or herself energy. Every man or woman for his or him or herself. And with the Five of Swords in reverse here, I get that whomever is trying to sabotage you, whomever is coming around trying to cozy up to you at this time is they don't have good intentions in mind. With this Five of Swords in reverse, first, yes, it does feel like it's you being in an energy of not trying to entertain this, but also this to me is feeling like hidden sabotage. And it may not even necessarily be that the people are outwardly trying to sabotage you, but it's that they don't have good intentions from the beginning. And again, it doesn't even feel like they're necessarily trying to harm you or anyway. It's just the fact that underneath the surface or at the core of whatever action that is that they're taking towards you, or however they're acting around you or trying to make it seem, their intentions are not good. All right. Which is really only going to backfire on them. But hey, the Empress is at the bottom of the deck. And I'm kind of getting for you, Libra, right now that these people or whomever this is speaking to, whatever this is referencing to, there is an awareness or at least some sort of feeling around you that there's abundance. And it's like people want to get in on that. People want to tap into that. But with this Five of Swords energy in reverse, for some of them, they don't even realize that they have access to it too. They don't have to buddy up to someone or get close to someone that has this valve of abundance open and flowing for them in order to get any of that abundance. They would need to find that valve within themselves and then open it themselves. Stop blocking their own form of abundance. Okay. I want to get a little bit more on this. Okay. All right, good. Overall energy for you, Libra, with in terms of this deceit energy is the Six of Swords. And what I'm getting with this is you really just need to move away, move on, no matter who these people are. And for some of you, I'm picking up specifically, this is a very specific message. For some of you, I'm picking up that these people around you are your family, and you need to put distance between you and them because it's only because it's going to fuck up your vibe. And you don't want to do that, especially not at this time. Collectively, with all that's going on around us, we don't want to continue surrounding ourselves by energies that are just going to tear us down. Okay. Look, and especially, okay, so what we're getting at now, Libra, is how you can best handle this deceit energy or this Five of Swords in reverse. Overall, the overall message here is to just move forward. Just move forward. Okay. Keep this sense of compassion. Here's this Queen of Cups energy. And for a lot of you, this could be very much, you could be in the very beginnings of some sort of empathic and awakening for you, Libra, which is kind of making you a beacon or like a light for narcissism and stuff like that. But especially if you're in the very beginning of this awakening, this kind of is a necessary period for you to learn how to have your boundaries. Okay. Underneath the Queen, you could be, you could be a reader. I see you, boo. Okay, fine. Underneath this Queen of Cups energy, though, is the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. And underneath that is, in fact, the High Priestess. So look, I haven't even gotten to the cards that have fallen out yet, but I want to continue here because this feels quite relevant. It's time for you to really stand on your own. Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and Six of Swords. Move on, move forward, move away from these energies. Okay. And for some of you, you don't really even know why it is necessary for you, other than the fact that, yeah, this is toxic energy. You're kind of like, well, why should I have to move away from these people? Well, first of all, you can move away from these people or these circumstances because you have this Four of Wands energy. You have a very solid and stable foundation within yourself to stand on your own 2 feet with this Nine of Pentacles energy here. But also, you've learned this lesson. You've completed this cycle, 10 of Pentacles. It's time for you to move on, okay? But here's the other reason as to why you may be in the dark as to why you need to leave some of this energy away or behind, because we have the Moon, the Hermit, and Judgment. Now, the Hermit energy is exactly what I was talking about, Libra, about how people need to find this abundance within themselves. And so I guess by you standing up for yourself, taking your power back and moving away from this energy, you're kind of showing people with the Moon, you're almost, it's like revealing, or it's an opportunity to reveal to other people where a lot of their discrepancies lie. Where is that card? Here it is. When you remove this empathic support, when you stop allowing people to usurp your energy or be energetic vampires towards you, then they are without their fix, they're without their source, and now they've got to find a new source, or they got to get down to the bottom of why they're needing to siphon energy from another. Yes, it's time for you to move forward and leave this deceitful energy behind, but also, oh shoot. Oh, wow. I totally lost my train of thought there. I'm sorry. And that was something that I felt was really important, but obviously it wasn't too important because I now completely forgotten what I was going to say. All right. Maybe it'll come back to me later. It's very important. Well, it's very important for you, especially since now, for those of you that are entering into this empathic state, it's very important for you to not only protect your energy, but to practice what you preach and not allow people to drain you. So in essence, stop enabling. And once you have the awareness of the fact that you're enabling, you've got to do something about that, or then you're just willingly and consciously feeding into it. And that's worse than subconsciously, I would say. That's just my personal opinion. Subconsciously feeding into it is pretty bad because, again, it's subconscious. You don't know it. You don't really know it's happening. But once you're conscious of it and you still keep doing it, ew, that's real. That's like double karma. Oh no, there was a glitch. Ugh, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. All right, so I'm going to move forward here. Let's talk about appreciation, action, and goddess of the moon. I really kind of want to talk about action for you. Let's see, because I kind of feel like maybe some of you are feeling a little bit confused. What is this action? Oh, what is this action for my Libras? Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, wow, Libra. Okay, look, we really could be talking about some toxic family members, maybe even some friends or anything like that. But at the bottom of the deck, you do have the devil, and the devil does speak to codependency, toxicity, enabling even. And then here you have the 10 of cups with the 10 of wands. So it's interesting. It's interesting how this I'm watching this reading develop because yes, at first we were talking about in the beginning of the reading how you guys are very much like the happy-go-lucky ones, or you're the ones that are kind of trying to keep the high vibe for everyone else. But now we're getting deeper into what this really is. This really is a burden. 10 of cups, yes, but also 10 of wands. It is a burden. It's not necessarily your responsibility to keep everybody in a good place. At some point, someone is going to have to do it on their own. They're going to have to learn to do it on their own. And here with the 5 of wands energy, you have an inner conflict within yourself, talking about how, well, I can't just leave these people behind. And then you have the people that are technically being left behind saying, you can't do this to us. But you can, and you have to, because you need to protect your own energy in your own space. Just because these people are technically like blood family or something like that, I mean, they have their own lessons to learn. And just because they're your family or your friends or people that are really close to you, or even situations or circumstances that are very close to you, that doesn't mean that you have to enable bad behavior or poor judgment. You do have the Empress at the bottom of the deck again. All right. So yes, you are kind of embodying this Empress energy, this abundant energy, this unconditionally loving energy, but also the Empress can be quite enabling. All right, Libra. So you just have to keep that in mind. But also keep in mind, for those of you that are knowing you need to take this action and move forward, because this is what we're clarifying here. Action, you have access to this abundant energy with the Empress, but then you also have a new start for yourself. So those of you that are afraid that if you were to disconnect or move forward, keep it pushing, blah blah blah, whatnot, whatever, that you won't have anything to move towards, or you won't be able to create a new life for yourself or something. I do feel like there is definitely something coming through, moving forward for you, but you have to keep moving on your own. Don't allow anybody, regardless of who they are, don't allow anybody to hold you back. Okay. On a happier note, let's look at blossoming abundance for you. So why is blossoming abundance here for my Libras? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Why is blossoming abundance here for my Libras? Ah, well, shit. Look at what we've just circled back to. The 6 of Swords. So this is definitely an energy, Libra, where the people or the circumstances, the deceitful energy, the backstabbing energy, the sabotaging energy that's around you, it's keeping you from really experiencing or tapping into this blossoming abundance. You really are needing to move away from this energy. Wow, look, we're back to where we started. 6 of Swords, Queen of Cups. Oh my God, the 9 of Pentacles, the 4 of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles, the High Priestess. Okay, we're back to all that energy again. So you really do need to move forward, Libra. But what else do we have here for you? The 5 of Cups with the 3 of Pentacles. And I'm reading this as for your blossoming abundance here. This. All right, Libra, I understand. I understand. I know you have to move forward like this, and you have to leave some people behind, and it's going to cause some remorse, some shame, some regret, some guilt. But also, that's not necessarily that your guilt that you need to carry, okay? Because you're only moving forward in this way to better serve yourself and to better serve the people around you by not enabling them any longer. You have the 3 of Pentacles with this 5 of Cups. There is a realization here that this really isn't the type of teamwork you've been looking for. And thus, it's causing you to create or to have to make a decision in which it's like, look, I just got to leave this behind. And it really could be because there is a lack of appreciation here for you, Libra. So, okay, we have appreciation. Let's look at that. Why is appreciation here for my Libras? What is appreciation for Libra? So far, we have the High Priestess. I just want to get a little bit more here. Why is appreciation here for my Libras? Yeah. All right, look, some of you really need to take some time to step away and to think and to really, really think about what's going on around you. You have the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck, but then you also have that with the High Priestess again, but also with the King of Swords now. And when the High Priestess came out, I was thinking, okay, well, there is some higher wisdom, higher knowledge, higher understanding that needs to be taken into account here. And with that wisdom and knowledge, you have the King of Swords. It's like, all right, look, am I really being appreciated here? Am I being valued or am I being undervalued? And this absolutely could have something to do with work. Now, here's the thing. If it does have to do with a career or a job or a team, that type of team dynamic, I understand that a lot of us, as at this moment, or at least as of the moment that this recording or this reading was performed, i.e. March 26th, a lot of us are not working right now. Some of us have been furloughed. Some of us have been laid off altogether. But ultimately in this time period, especially since this time period right now is a time for us to get back to ourselves, to recenter and really understand what it is that we're meant to be doing here. If you come to the realization in terms of looking at this from a higher wisdom point of view, and you find that you are not being appreciated, then it's time for you to make an executive decision. It's time for you to be the judge here and say, all right, look, I got to cut my losses. I got to call a spade is what I just heard. Okay. Oh, thank you, Cassandra. I like it too. It's nice and warm. Yeah, there you go, Sam. Not watering dead plants. I mean, that's just the way it is. All right, guys. So we're going to close this part of your reading out. I'm going to get you an oracle card from the Lightworker Oracle deck. And then I'm going to move forward and I'm going to do your love reading, which will be available on Patreon if you would like to check that out. Yeah. Thank you all to the people, to now 35 people that are here in the chat. Thank you so much, guys. I love you so much. If you're enjoying this, please make sure to smash that like button for me. If you're new, welcome. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you would like notifications as to when I'm going live later on in the future, because I am going to be going live a lot more, make sure to hit the notification bell, but then also choose all notifications so that you don't miss a thing. Yeah? All right, Libra. I'm going to give this one more shuffle for you. And then we will see what your oracle guidance is. Oh, thanks, Sam. I love you too. Okay. Oracle guidance for my Libras for the month of April 2020. There she blows. Okay, Libra. Card number 24. Initiation by air. All right, here we go. You have a strong and powerful mind. The mind can be a great asset. It can bring comfort, peace, and strength as you take to your spiritual journey. Sorry, guys. It can also be a dark and destructive force, undermining your power, making you doubt your own heart, and keeping you trapped in fear. The mind developed without a loving spiritual practice can be a frightening weapon rather than a liberating sword. How will you choose to use your mind power? Oh, I want to read this one last paragraph. The hallmark of a dysfunctional society is that the mind is expected to dominate the inclinations of the heart rather than serve it. The mind can be trained to be a great manager, creator, and defender of what has genuine value to the heart. But the power to feel what has meaning for us, what moves us enough to rise above our fears and risk growth, comes from the heart, not the mind. When the mind is given the task to feel and the heart is told not to feel, paralysis, confusion, and discomfort are experienced. All right, Libra, there you have it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this was helpful for you. I'm going to do your love reading next, and that is available on Patreon. You can find me at patreon.com/divine conversations. But if that's where we leave you, then thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this was helpful for you. If you would like a look into your own personal situation, please don't hesitate to email me. All of the information is in the description box below. But with that said, I hope you guys have a fantastic month, and I look forward to connecting with you again for our next reading for the month of May. Yeah? Take care. Mwah! Bye. Hee 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 hee. Yeah.